and welcome to a game called The Monster Inside, an audio-visual novella by Random Seed Games, and it's kind of a mystery game from what I could tell. I thought it looked interesting, and I played a couple of the chapters here, but I thought I would record it, so here we are. And yeah, I don't know how this is gonna turn out, if it's gonna be even good, but we're gonna start with that one. Wonder if it will go into it once I hit start. I don't know. Alright, I'll just let this go. My head pounded, ears still ringing slightly. His ears still ringing slightly. Some of the worst nightmares I'd had in years left me feeling like I'd been punched in the jaw, but like any other day, I'd dragged myself to the office. There was another notice on the door from Mayor Vignetta, whatever that says, Vignetta's office. Permits out of date. They didn't like me much and were trying to drown me in paperwork. It was a slow month, weeks since I'd had any real cases to work on, so I passed the time pacing the office, smoking, and starting at the mirror in the corner, safely covered with an old bed sheet. Okay, so right over there, got it. I don't dare look at my own reflection. Too afraid of what I might see. Afraid someday I might have to face what I really am. The girl came in so quiet, I nearly choked on my cigarette. Mister, please, you gotta help me, mister. Alright, here's our options. Calm down now, sit and talk slow. Yeah, what can I help you with? You ever hear of knocking first? Let's go with that one. Okay, thanks. It's just no one will listen to me. Just tell me your tale, I'm listening. She eyed me with just a dash of suspicion as I tossed back a handful of pills and chased them with a swig of whiskey. I could tell this might take a while. Her name was Lily. She told me she was his mistress, the man all over the newspaper, the infamous banker, Mr. Reginald Farnsworth. Mr. Farnsworth was a drunk, philandering? I don't know that word, sorry guys. Philandering bastard. But this girl seemed genuinely concerned that he had recently gone missing. Less concerned about the fact that Mr. Farnsworth's wife had just turned up dead in Central Park 2 nights ago. Lily said, "You don't understand, he just wouldn't have done it. He hated his wife, but he couldn't have killed her. Everyone thinks it was him and no one believes me. He's gotta be in trouble." I ain't saying I believe you, but what makes you think he's in danger? Case looks pretty simple to me. We're gonna put this. Well, Mr. Jack, you just call me Jack. Well, my name's not Jack, it's Matt. Matt, you can just call me Matt. Matt, whoever did that to his wife must have been the one who took him. He would have never left without me. He promised me. I'm sure Mr. Farnsworth promised this poor girl a lot of things. Please, the cops won't listen to me, and they want to bring him in on charges. You gotta prove it. It wasn't him before they find him. Honestly, I doubt they are in too much of a hurry. Farnsworth had practically the entire police force in his deep pockets. Probably why they hadn't found much yet. If they found him and brought him in, it would be due to public pressure. Sometimes a mob with pitchforks is more dangerous than one man with money. You've got my curiosity, but you might not like what I find. I can help you. We'll get to the bottom of it. Don't worry now. Oh, thank you, Mr. Matt. Thank you. But please be careful. I don't think this was just any murder or kidnapper. I think it was a beast. Beast. The word struck me funny. Like when a jar with when you jar your elbow on a hard corner. Okay, you're funny, but not a word many used these days, except in hushed whispers and bedtime stories for children. Oh, they are real enough, alright. They just got better at hiding, controlling their unseemly urges, but I hadn't seen any monsters in nearly 15 years, but when I was still a cop myself. Back when I was still a cop myself. Well, that's definitely an interesting theory. Let's go with that. I don't care what the other ones are. I just have a feeling about it. Something's telling me you can get to the bottom of it. You're good at this sort of thing. Sure can't see how busy I am with these cases? I replied a little too harshly. Sarcasm wasn't my strong suit. Yep. I reassured her some more and sent her on her way. I didn't want to scare her, but I warned her before she left to keep her doors locked and call me if she saw anything suspicious. I don't know if she was in any danger herself, but better safe than sorry. That night, I made my way down to the Central Park. It was a long shot, but maybe there was something there the cops had missed. Next chapter. Yeah, I like the music with this game. Very nice. The scene was already picked clean by the cops days ago, but I've got a knack for hiding or finding these things others overlook. Alright. Well, a knack, more of a symptom of a condition. Other less useful symptoms I kept in check, but for the time being, my keen sense of smell would come in handy. Alright, well they dig the buggos. They like that light, alright. First off, I saw this right away. Oh wait, there's more stuff. It was faint, but I could smell it before I even approached the police line. The scent was less than a thing and more of an emotion. Seduction, okay. A strangely familiar smell. I accepted the scent of whatever that word is. I'm not even gonna attempt that. Trepidation, I guess is what that is. Or maybe even outright fear. But Mrs. Farnsworth seemed to have been at the height of pleasure when she left this world. Brought new meaning to a crime of passion. Brought new meaning to a crime of passion. Pushing the throughout from my mind, it was time to get down to business. Investigate the scene. Okay, so I saw this right away. A burn mark on a nearby tree caught my eye. I ran my fingers along its lengthy and felt a chill down my spine. Oh yeah, I want to reread that. A burn mark on a nearby tree caught my eye. I ran my fingers along its lengthy and along its length. Oh, I'm so bad at reading. And felt a chill down my spine. This wasn't any burn mark. This was the mark of an ancient magic. It's doubtful the cops would have picked up on it. Could Lily have been right? Something unnatural was at play here? But I was no stranger to the strange. Investigate the scene. Okay. Well, I got... Oh, okay, hold on. What is it? It looks like a watch or something? How could the police not see that one? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna see if there's something else, maybe. I like the art style, first off. I want to note on that. That's really nice art style. Alright, I guess we'll go with this one. Muddy footprints. It's a footprint? I guess it's a footprint. Okay, muddy footprints everywhere. Yeah, one spot. Difficult to pick out anything from the print the cop left behind in their haste. Okay. The cops don't wear 2,000 pairs of Carquinos. I don't know what those are. It looked like Mr. Farnsworth was there that night and walked away on his own 2 feet. Okay. After looking around for a while longer, I realized. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Alright. After looking around for a while longer, I realized the park had given up all it was hiding from me, so I trudged back to my apartment and my head hit my pillow like it owned my money. Okay. Wow, already on the next chapter. Okay, so we're on chapter 3. This is where I left off. The next morning I was reeling from another bout of ghoulish nightmares, but I tried to hide my discomfort when I saw Lily was already sitting outside my office. She waited wordlessly as I unlocked the door and ripped down another notice from the mayor's office. I mentioned for her to step inside, seemingly afraid of what I might say. She finally worked up the courage to ask, "So, what did you find?" "Well, I've got some good news. Farnsworth might still be alive. Not sure about Beast, Something unnatural was at play. Might be right to worry about monsters. Found spells mark. I'm gonna go with the middle one. Unnatural? How do you mean? Spells mark. Really rarely seen these days, but unmistakable. I can't give you the details, but I'm looking into it. What does that mean? What about Reggie? Do you know where he might be? Found his footprint. Seems like he got out safely. My tone was indifferent towards her as I turned and grabbed a bottle from my desk drawer. A dryness in my throat made it difficult to swallow my meds. But you don't know. But you don't know where he went? Do you think the news this morning is related? What news is that? What news is that? Haven't you heard? Yeah. Nope. Rough night allowed rough moment. They found the police chief's wife dead down by the docks. Wow. Okay. They say it happened last night. Wow. Let me guess, Chief. Amato is missing too. My face might have betrayed a hint of satisfaction as she confirmed my suspicions, but it faded quickly. Amato was a shit cop and a shit chief. He was half the reason I left the force, but now his wife was dead and I had more questions than I did the day before. The gears in my head started to spin, which haven't helped by the splitting pain in my temples. I told Lily I needed time to work, and she left slightly dejected. Wanted more answers than I could provide. The night after the cop and had cleared out of the docks, I would slip down and see what I could uncover concerning Miss Amato's untimely demise. Next chapter. Alright, so I have not seen any of this next part, because I saw what chapters I was on. The cold air smelled strongly of salt and oil, and well, I like the music. And could it be that smell again? Like someone had bottled pure, whatever that word is. I'm probably gonna look back at this and realize what it means, what the word is, but I'm just being stupid right now. I don't know what it is. And used it as perfume. It hit me like a long forgotten memory, but the sensation fumes soon gave way to a rush of adrenaline. I knew exactly what the scent reminded me of, and that scared me more than not knowing. I looked down at my hands shaking, the nightmares, the headaches. No, I was better now, reformed. I had to focus. No jumping to conclusions. Follow the evidence. Investigate the scene. Okay, so I see this chain, but I want to look at other things. Oh, what are they seeing there? I want to figure out what that is first. They're just there, the smallest piece of purple fabric. What? Torn and caught in the splinter of a board. I would not have seen that. The police report didn't say anything about Miss Miss Amata wearing purple, and it was certainly of a quality that you wouldn't expect down here. Don't see too many high society types around flaunting royal purple threads. Investigate the scene. Alright, the chain. Red Phoenix cigarettes. What? That was clearly I don't know. Red Phoenix cigarettes, same shitty brand I smoke every day. Everyone's got their vice. Everyone's got their vice. I pulled out my own pack of red and lit it up. I could already feel another headache coming on, but looking out over the waves seemed to help me forget. The cold helped me push down the uncomfortable thoughts that I had been bubbling to the top of my brain. Next chapter. Alright. I don't know how long this is going to be, but we're going to do the whole game because it seems pretty short in one session. I honestly don't remember the walk back to the office. Apparently I spent the night in an easy chair. The air from the docks lingered on my clothes. It was still dark out. No, I checked the clock. How long had I been out? Had I really slept through the entire next day? The newspaper was sitting under the door. As I stood to fetch it, I nearly fell over. A wave of nausea hit me like a ton of bricks. I steadied myself and regained my composure before I even picked up the paper. I could already read the headline. I think that's supposed to mean breaking news, but I can't. Oh, or is that like the news company maybe? It's someone talking. Okay. Mayor missing. Wife found dead. Huh. 2 cases is a coincidence. 3 is a pattern. Yeah, I gotcha. The cop would come asking questions soon. They knew I had a history of antagonizing all the victims. I stumbled to my desk and slammed back 3 days worth of inhibitors pills. I couldn't take any chance. I had to investigate the scene to be sure. I threw on my jacket and went to the door. Lily caught me off guard on the other side. Jack? Matt? Where are you off to? I've been trying to reach you all day. I'm sorry, Lily, but I don't have time to talk. I have to go. I've been busy. I'm off to Mr. Yeah. This is coming. No, we're going right here. This one. Okay, but we need to talk when you get back. Stay safe. Okie dokie. She gave me a sort of kiss on the cheek as I rushed off. Part of me wanted to stay and tell her it would be okay, but it would be a lie. Next chapter. Okay, wow, these are going through fast. I think we're on 6 actually. So I think okay. Ooh, this music. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. The alley was located just behind the high-rise apartments where Mayor Vinetti, let's go with that, Vaini sausage, yeah, Mayor Vaini, and his wife lived. I could tell the police were spooked now. The crime scenes were even sloppier than the last. They hadn't even bothered to submit the trash into evidence. Some of the trash is one, but steep right there. Door. Alright, let's take the trash because that seemed obvious. Why wouldn't they at least look through the dumpster? It seemed untouched. No one wanted to do the dirty work. But I know how to find the good stuff. It really doesn't take long if you know what to look for. For lightweight bags, usually mean someone was dumping documents. If you were lucky, they didn't bother to shred them. Jackpot, shell companies, shady stock trades, bribes. I knew Mayor Vienna was crooked, but this was unbelievable. And there was more letters between Mayor Vienna and Chief Amato, talking about me, how they were trying to get me to shut down, they didn't like me snooping around crime scenes all the time. Well, they weren't here to stop me snooping around this one. Investigate the scene. Alright. Car door. Vienna's car. If he's still alive, why wouldn't he have left in his car? It didn't make any sense. I honestly wasn't too motivated to find him. But the stakes were too high, and my bet was edging towards the unthinkable. As I searched around for anything that might, assuage my fears, I caught the scent again. It overwhelmed my other senses in undulating pleasure. It was intoxicating, a weapon used on the weak-willed, a weapon I know all too well, though. Through it, I had been many years since I had used it. Was there another like me? Was I being framed? It wasn't possible, was it? I was taking my inhibitors. I was reformed. But the nightmares, the headaches, the memory lapses, I couldn't even trust myself. I started walking back out the alley when something shiny caught my eye. A watch. Not just any watch, though. My watch. How long had my wrist been bare? Surely I just dropped it when I first came down the alley. I checked the time just before I left the office, hadn't I? Or had I used the wall clock? I couldn't be sure. I couldn't be sure of anything. So I ran. The next chapter. I believe this is the final chapter. I don't know why I ran back to the office. The cops would have probably showed up any minute to knock the door down and cart me away. They would put it together before long. Maybe it would be the best for everyone if I simply faced my own reflection. But Lily was still there waiting for me. Jack, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. My own ghost. Come back to haunt me from the past. You're not making any sense, Matt. Come sit down. You don't understand. You're not safe around me. I took a good last look at her as I prepared to shove her out the door. I noticed she was wearing the same thing she had when she first came to my office 3 days ago. A beautiful purple dress. Odd. That I hadn't really noticed before, but it made her seem out of place, out of time. And it was frayed around the edges, torn in places. My chair caught my fall as my knees failed me. It was you. You are the monster. Succubus? Oh, Matt, we are one and the same. You and I, we are both monsters. I'm simply more honest with myself. There's no such thing as reformation. Those pills you are taking only make you dull. Beasts like us should never suppress our true natures as you have incubus. Those men were probably dead too now, I figured. She probably took them to her lair and harvest their seeds. What? So you've done all this just to wake me up? You couldn't say that. You could say that. Though it seemed enough to have you doubt yourself and believe you weren't still capable of such honors. Which means deep down you probably are. You can't escape it. Now I need to complete the deed. You took my watch. Messed with my head. Don't act like I didn't do you a favor. Those men hated you and wanted you gone. And now they are gone. I mustered the strength to stand again, moving cautiously to the window in the corner. She was right about one thing. I was dull, weak compared to her. If I refused her and she attacked me, I was a dead man. I had to keep her talking. I've never met a succubus who seduces and kills women. Oh please, such a 14th century stereotype. I don't discriminate when it comes to pleasures of the flesh. But you still need an incubus to like yourself to take the tainted seeds I've harvested from those awful men and planted among the fertile masses of for me. Okay? I'm tired of draining my lovers just to survive. I'm ready to settle down and start a family. Ha 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 ha. That maniacal laughter. I positioned myself carefully, making sure she was looking my direction. Sorry, but I'm not your guy. I'm a quick with a quick flick of my wrist, I whipped the old bedsheet off the corner mirror. Lily was blinded by her own reflection and sucked into the mirror with a painful, monstrous scream. Trapped. Shielding my own eyes, I pulled a revolver from my desk side drawer, aimed it at the mirror, and fired. Okay, that's a pretty good story, honestly. Weird ending, but not bad. More games. Time frame and whatever that one is. Cool. I might check those out some other time, but not right now. Not a bad game. I hope y'all likes it. It was pretty neat. I like the music mostly. That was a neat thing about it. Was this music that's playing right now, like the what is that? I can't think of what that's called. But you get what I'm saying. That kind of old-timey music, old jazz. That's the music. But yes, I hope y'all enjoyed. I will see y'all some other time. Bye bye.